Good morning everyone. Good morning. So how's the weather today? It's very cold, isn't it? Yeah, it's 30 degree Fahrenheit. Very cold today. So how was your day so far? Is good? Nice? Do you have that physical education class today? Okay, fine. So okay, let's do one warm-up session here also before we start our topic. So whoever is not feeling well, so they can sit, avoid this warm-up activity, and rest of you, let's start. All stand up. Yeah, now sit down, stand, sit, stand, sit, 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 stand, stand, sit. Okay, fine. Now everyone sit down. Now settle down. Now let's start today's topic, integers. So we're gonna start today's topic is integers. So first of all, I will relate you integers with your daily life, how it is related to the real world situation. So let's see first this slide where I can tell you how integers are related to the real world. Okay, so before the slide, I can first tell you what are your learning objectives today of integers. Learning integers, what are the objectives? So your objectives are, you will be able to describe and give examples of how positive or negative numbers are used to describe quantities having opposite directions and opposite values. And you will also be able to recognize those positive and negative signs represent opposite values and directions. And you will be able to define integers including 0 in the, and you will be able to relate integers in the real world situations. You will be able to add and subtract integers. So, and you will be able to solve many problems related to integers. So these are the learning objectives that we will cover in this part of chapter, this part of the course, integers. So what are integers now? So I already told you that I gonna relate you integers in your daily life, in your real world, how it is related. So let's see everyone this slideshow. So where I will show you integers in the real world. So you can see here positive and negative numbers in our daily life. Okay, first tell me everyone, do you know what is number line? So as we have as we have learned in our previous class what is number line, what are the whole numbers. So can you please everyone draw one number line? Everyone draw one number line where you are going to represent whole numbers on that number line. Please draw everyone that we just learned in our previous chapter. Okay. Yes. Done. Yes, you have done. Oliver, done. Okay. Show me your notebook. Okay, good. Zia, done? Okay, fine. So now you know how to represent whole numbers on a number line. So will you be able to compare the numbers? Which one is bigger and which one is smaller? The whole numbers, which is greater or which is smaller? Yes, of course you all know. So and now you all notice that larger numbers are on which side on a number line? Yes, right side. It is all the larger numbers are on the right side of a number line. Okay. So similarly, we can also represent integers also on a number line. So that's only they have discussed here in the slide also. The number line they have shown you here, and they represented the positive and negative numbers on the number lines. So this is 0. And on the right hand side they have shown positive numbers, and on the left hand side these are negative numbers. So this we will again discuss it in detail. So first of all, let's see how the integers are related to in our daily life. So integers and speeding. We can drive over the speed limit, which can be represented by positive number like plus 15 km/h, or under the speed limit, that is can be represented by the negative number like minus 10 km/h. So both of these numbers can cause traffic problems. Either you drive over the speed limit or under the speed limit. Now integers are also related to your body weight, which you call it BMI. Okay, so we can be overweight, like we can be plus 10 kg represented by a positive sign, positive symbol, or we might have an eating disorder and be underweight also. So underweight we represent by negative. So like here they have represented by negative 25 kilogram. So integers and golf. So you must be knowing about golf. What are the rules to play golf? So each golf hole has a par or amount of shots it should take to get the ball in. Under par is negative and it is always good, and over par is positive. That means it took you more shots than par and is not so good. So integers and music charts. We can relate integers with the music also chart. Each week a given song can move up the charts gaining places. If it is gaining places, then we represent it as by positive, or drop down in the charts falling places, which is represented by negative. Stock market also related to integers. So there are indexes for the market to indicate how shares have gone that day. All ordinaries index can go up. If the index is going up, then it is represented by positive, and it's going down, then it is represented by negative. So it is the stock market, which is also related to integers. So positive and negative numbers are also positive and negatives in batteries also, you must have heard in batteries. So positive and negative charges from atoms make batteries generate electricity for us. Electroplating using charges. Positive and negative charges from atoms are also used for electroplating silver onto spoons and jewelry. For computer downloading also, downloading the data onto our computer adds data to our disk is always positive we take, and while upload sharing to others sends data out is negative. So yeah, rocket thrust versus gravity. Thrust power, positive. It is related to, like you must have learnt in science. So thrust power pushes the rocket upwards against Earth's gravitational force. So if it is against gravitational force, then we take the value as negative. And it is thrust power pushes the rocket upwards, so it's positive. We take that value positive. So floors in the building. So floors above ground level are always positive, while underground car park levels are negative. Okay, can you tell me few more examples related to this? These kind of examples that you see in your daily life. Now you must have now you got the idea that how integers are related to our daily life. So can you give me some examples related to this? Okay. Yes. Yeah, that's good. Very nice. Okay. See here also some few more examples. You can see like ADBC history timeline also. Pyramids minus 25 degree BC. Burj Khalifa plus 2010 AD. So timeline, history timeline is also related to integers. And flying a plane. When a plane takes off, it is ascending above ground level, positive, and when it comes into the land, it is descending, which is negative. And above and below sea level. Mount Everest 8.8 kilometer above sea level. So if it is above sea level, so we take the value positive. And the Mariana Trench is 10.9 kilometer below the sea level, so we take that value as minus 10.9 kilometer. So integers and oxygen levels also at the summit of Mount Everest. The oxygen availability is below. That means it is negative, the required level for the human survival. So these are the few examples related to related to your daily life. So next, let's find out what are integers. Now let's write up few things. Now what are integers? So everyone please take a note and write in your notebooks. Integers are positive and negative whole numbers including 0. So integers are positive and negative numbers, whole numbers including 0. So everyone please write. Number lines can be used to represent integers. So I'm going to draw the number line here, or you can you can see here in my slide also the how to draw the number line and how we represent integers on a number line. So everyone see here this number line. Here it is a number line. So when we talk about only whole numbers, so we always start with 0 and we take all the positive numbers towards the right. So here we are talking about integers which includes 0, and the right side of the 0 are all positive numbers and the left hand side of the zeros are all negative numbers. So this is the representation of the integers on a number line. So I will draw this number line. And now next is, please write what are positive integers. So positive integers are all whole numbers greater than 0. These numbers are to the right of the 0 on a number line, and a number with no sign is considered to be 0. If there is no sign mentioned there on the number, so that means that number is positive number. And what are negative numbers? Negative integers these are all that numbers which are less than 0, and it is on the represented on the number line towards the left of 0. So those all are negative integers. So number lines can be either horizontal or vertical. You know, number lines cannot always be a horizontal number line. It can be vertical also. Like you can take the example of thermometer. Thermometer is a vertical number line. So in the thermometer also you can see the negative, positive numbers, and the negative numbers below 0 all negative, above 0 is all positive. So that is the example of vertical number line. So next is how to compare the integers. Let's learn about how we can compare integers. So please write, numbers to the right are greater and numbers to the left are smaller. That means farther you go to the right, the larger the number it is. Okay, so like let's take this example. So like this is the example, let's take which if I will ask you -5 and -8, out of this -5 and -8, which one is greater? So the number which is to the right side is greater. So -5, out of -5 and -8, which number is towards the right side? -5 is to the right of -8. So -5 is greater number. So similarly, you also give me, I will ask you a few questions related to this. Tell me, so which number is greater? -2 or -3? -3, okay. -3 is, yeah, smaller number than -2. Why it is smaller than -2? Because, yeah, -2 is to the right of -6. So whichever the number is right side on the number line, that number is a greater number. So +5 and -2, which number is greater? Okay, +5 is greater. Yeah, 0 or +3? 0 or +3? +3 is greater. Yeah. So one more. Okay, so this is the all about how to compare integers. Now let's talk